Hey Ryan, here's a quick tutorial of how to do linen cupboards and robes for bedrooms. And Jamie, a quick refresher if you want. Uh, Firstly, always by the time you're adding robes and linen cupboards, hopefully you've got all your walls correct. You don't have things like this. So say whatever that is rounded, you've made them correct. So you've checked them, and all your rooms are good and your walls are good. And then it's time to add those robes. So let's go. I just type it in WIR, linen or robe. Let's just go robe. We'll start with just the I shape. We've got the I shape, the L shape, and the U shape. If it's anything other than those three, then you just got to make your own, customize it. But if it's a quick one, 90% of them are these three, so you should be pretty happy with them. Okay, never use the blue arrows because you'll always end up with an incorrect dimension and you'll never be able to line them. No matter how much you try, it's never going to go where you want it to. And you'll always end up with that dodge. The other thing you don't want to do is have to actually add in any numbers or have to think about what the rooms are. You don't want to have to say, oh, okay, it's 2450. Okay, I need to make this into 20. Okay, you don't even want to worry about doing that. Too slow. The only tool you ever need is the align tool. And this is where the magic happens. Once you click align and the wall you want it to align to, here is where the fun starts. It's two options. You've got a short line or a long line. One is to move it, one is to extend it. And you can remember it too that if it's an extended line, it means to extend. But if it's just that, it just means move. You'll see here, see that it just moved it there. Now, it looks like it's all good. Oh, you moved it, but you didn't fix it, you just moved it, right? So I'll really show you the effect of that, right? So if you're just aligning to there, it moves it. Aligning to there, it moves it without changing the length. But the magic is when you use the extend one. And you'll see, even with both, right? So if that's just sitting here, you've put it in, both sides, you can go align, 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 align. And without having to put any numbers in, it just goes perfectly. Say if it was in this bedroom here, and you're like, boom, chuck it there, and say you need a corner one as well, right? So let's just get it, we'll make it a dimension that is in the room too, just to make it more tricky. So say if it's there and you want a corner one, don't use any of the blue arrows. What you want to do is go, firstly you want to get rid of the I shape and turn it into an L shape. There it is. Say if you want it on this side and not that side, you just use your little flip tool. Now here you want it to obviously, the first step is you want this corner to be in that corner. That's a given. It's definitely not going to be a variable. That's a constant. So you can align and you can see it's not extending. That's the extend. You just want to align it and get it there. Boom. And you want to then align and use the extend. See, it's going to stuff up if you use that. See, you don't want that. You want it to use this one. Bang. And then for here, not that one, because nothing will happen, because it's stuck to that, it's hosted by that wall, so doing that does nothing. But if you use the extend, boom. Now I didn't even have to know the length or width of that bedroom, I just have to chuck it in. The same goes for over here. Say if you have to put this is a massive one, you want to do a U shape, so you could go, oops, you could align it to there, you could extend it to there. Then you want to make it a U shape, so get rid of the L, turn it into a U. Oh, that's the wrong way. I wanted it to come down that way. So I would just create a similar, just so it's hosted on that. Ooh, get that off. Now, same thing, align, align. There's the extended one. You can move it there. You can move it to that one and extend that one, or you can just extend them both, which I'll do now. So I've clicked that and extend, click that and extend, click that's clicking the robes line, but it doesn't matter. Click that and extend. Boom. I didn't have to know the length or width of that, but I was able just to make that perfectly. And that's I, L, and U. Sometimes if you've done that, you have to go back to an I shape. You don't want all these blue lines around. It looks a bit, it just gets in the way, especially if you're trying to work down here and you've still got them. So just sometimes it's better here just to bring them back. And you can see this big 5-1 over here. Just change that to say 2. You can see it come back, maybe 12, and just keeps it out of the way. Yeah, that's better. And same goes for this system, works the same for kitchens. So type in KI, kitchens come up. And you don't need to know the length, the width of this. You can just use the align tool and make the most of these. See it's extending, or if I press tab, that's the move one. So I can keep moving it, tab, moving it, or I can extend it using the extend line. Boom. And it doesn't have to just be on walls. You can do it to a line, you can do it to here we go, extend, and you can do it to just a bench there, extend, and there you go. And you'll see it just does it perfectly. What was the width? Look at that, 4.5 meters, exactly what you want. I think it works. What else? I think with beams, the beams, so if you type in beam and you get your beam up, you don't have to sit there. Say if you need a bulkhead across here, there's not one, but if there was, you might need to just do a dimension just to get it in the right spot. Right, so that might need to happen. But we use the align tool again, align. Now, same goes. If you use the little one, you'll see it moves it. Tab, see it's just moving it, but not like finishing it off. Or if you use the extend one, the magic extend one, boom, takes it straight to the right spot. And you don't have to know what the length is, you just get to do it. The length was a 2590 beam, but you didn't have to sit there and type that in. So it just saves you so much time. So you can copy that again, press spacebar to flip it. Say there was a big bulkhead across here, and you're like, oh, what's the bulkhead? It doesn't matter, just use the align. You want it to go there. You could either move it there first and then align the extend the other side, or you can extend that, and you can extend that, and there you go. That's a perfectly length bulkhead. There's a few other things that use it, so have a look around. If you do see that extend line, then make sure you make the most of it, because it will save you a lot of time and keeps things pretty accurate. So yeah, thank you for watching.